Hello everyone, this is Alicia. Welcome back to Mighty Warriors. This is a late night video, but I wanted to talk to you guys about sowing seeds and our responsibility as Christians to sow seeds, but that we don't necessarily have to feel guilty if someone doesn't receive it. Our job is just to sow those seeds. And as long as we've sown those seeds and we've shared the truth with people, then we have honored our responsibility. And if you read Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 18, I have it right here. I'm going to read it for you guys. It says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at your hand. So, and that's actually also echoed in 33, Ezekiel 33. And I believe it's 7, 8, and 9, chapter 7, 8, and 9, where he talks about our responsibility to sow seeds and to tell people, and that if we choose not to speak the truth, that we ourselves can be condemned for that. And so the reason why I wanted to talk about this topic is because um, I was recently watching a preacher preach, and he's a preacher I've listened to a lot, but there was something in my spirit that made me feel like I was getting an unbalanced he was preaching in an unbalanced way. So he was giving me part of the story, but never the other part of the story. And it's important that people understand that, God is love. He loves us. He's kind. He's perfect. He's holy. And that we should love him and that he loves us. But also that we should fear him and we should respect him. And when people don't explain that part, because we don't experience the wrath of God right now, but when we die, that's when we experience the wrath of God. But wouldn't you want to be warned while you're alive of the wrath of God so that you could straighten up? I mean, talk about being scared straight. A lot of us require you know that type of knowledge in order to get our acts together. And when people, you know, in the pulpit or preachers don't preach, both sides of the Bible with heaven and hell, that really worries me. That really concerns me. And it was kind of grieving me a little bit. And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to speak on, or I felt like God wanted me to speak on this topic. So, you know, we spread it. Paul also talks about it in Corinthians, where, one man sows a seed, another man comes along and waters it, and God makes it grow. And these are these are the sentiments that when we're out and we're trying to spread the word, we can't always be the one to convert someone. But if we're planting those seeds, then God can use them. I mean, how many times has someone planted a seed in your life and then someone else came around and said something similar and you were like, hey, someone else told me that too. And then all of a sudden you're like, maybe I'll give it a try. I mean, if this person and this person is talking about Jesus and talking about, his ability to give me victory, maybe I should try it. And, and God is the one that makes sure that there is a heart there that can receive those seeds, and then He's the one that nourishes it and allows it to grow. So, all you mighty warriors out there, this is a place where iron can sharpen iron, where we just talk about the Lord. We share our experiences. I share my experiences so that maybe you can sharpen your own walk. And, I watch videos too, and, I'm trying to sharpen my walk, and as long as you're reading your word and you know what's in it and you are reading it yourself, it will help you discern who's who and if that person really is walking with God. And sometimes, you just have to watch how a person lives their life. Are they exhibiting the fruit of the Spirit? Because if they're not, then you know that there's something else at play. That maybe it's just selfish gain, and they're not necessarily um, in it for the Great Commission. It's another reason why they're doing what they're doing. So always pay attention to those things. But it's important to be in community with other Christians and to plant seeds with people to help them grow, because if it wasn't for Jesus, where would we be, right? And so out of gratefulness and out of thankfulness, we go out and we spread those seeds. And if people don't receive it, they don't receive it. We can't make people receive it. But if we see people who are, doing things that we know that God wouldn't approve of, we need to speak up, and we need to let people know what the truth is with love. There's a Bible study where Jesus is talking to the Pharisees, and he tells them, "Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, but render unto God what is God." I believe in that passage he was telling us, there's a way you can tell the truth. You don't always have to do it in a way that is going to offend someone. Sometimes you can just tell them in a way that's straight up, and if they don't receive it, then you've done what you said. But he was very careful with the words that he chose. I mean, he was very wise when it came to how he responded to people who were really looking to trip him up or looking to start trouble with him. But he was able, of course, he was, God in the flesh and all knowing and all powerful in a human body. So he had that kind of intelligence, but he clapped back, and sometimes you can clap back and you can shut someone down and with the truth. So, anyway, thank you guys for listening and signing off.